world's greatest YouTuber walks amongst the trees. He flies his drone with magnificence. And he's handsome. His taste in music is amazing. And his beard is... His beard is amazing. That's what they would say about me. Strap in, ladies and gents. This vlog is about to be fire. I walked like 200 yards and realized I left my keys in my truck. I'm gonna go get those. Just raped my drone. No! Look at it. There's so much snow in there. Oh shit! Dude, just raped my drone. Oh man, I made a mistake. It's too windy to be doing that. There's a beautiful passageway. I don't have anything to clean it right now. That is the first time I've ever crashed my drone. Drove it right into a tree. Learned a valuable lesson. Don't fly your drone with 30-mile-an-hour winds. Snap the wing off. Okay, well, what did I learn today? Well, flying a drone at 33-mile-an-hour winds along Lake Michigan, trying to fly it between the trees when it's windy, probably isn't the best idea. You guys see this perfect hole between these two trees, and then those two trees, then through the pavilion, then between trees, and then out to the lake. Okay, so we'll go over the first shot. I decide, okay, I see a hole, I'm gonna fly through it. I make it through the trees. Now it's windy and it's tough, but I know I can make this cut through the trees. Ooh, close, perfect, beautiful, under the pavilion, beautiful, beautiful turn through the trees, awesome, to the lake. Ah, gimbal goes down, past the trees, shaky footage. Successful attempt, but not a good attempt. So, confident I'd do better the next time, I begin. I start a little closer to the first set of trees, that way I can still have the movement in the shot of the first two trees. Get that movement, you got better quality footage, more cinematic. So, I make it through, and halfway through I get a push to the right from the wind. I feel like I can adjust and account for it. Push left, too far left, tree down, gimbal's shaking, complete chaos has unfolded. I don't know what's going on. The drone is filled with snow. The gimbal is just jittering. The propellers are still rotating at full speed. At this point, I was defeated, and I needed to look into what was going on with my drone. So, little update of what's going on recently in my world. I'm about 3 weeks away from hitting the road on this summer-long road trip. I can't really tell you exactly how long it's going to be, but I'm leaving April 1st. I'll be going back to Florida, where I will work about another month at the restaurant that I was working at prior to leaving to Bali. I'll probably make about $1,000 there, and since I don't have hardly any overhead, I'll be able to pretty much pocket $1,000 extra into my travel fund. I'll have about $4,000 then, and then May 1st, I plan to head probably straight west into Texas, into the western part of Texas, where I'll camp at Big Bend National Park, and then after that probably head up to Colorado, and then after that I'm not real sure yet. I got friends scattered around the west and I plan to see them, so I'll have places to stay, I'll have a truck to live out of, I won't have to worry about the overhead of living. I plan to be eating probably mostly like rice and vegetables, drink water and coffee. So about 3 weeks until that adventure starts. Oh, it's gonna be cool. My hands are cold, so I gotta put this camera away, and I'll get back with you guys here when I get back home and I can start looking at the drone, making sure it's gonna be all right. Yeah, most of the time I gotta walk twice the distance just so I can get those shots. It's silly, I know, but it looks good when you edit it and post. Okay, so first order of business is I'm gonna give myself a cup of coffee. Got a cup waiting for me from this morning. That way I have some comforting drink in case I find out that my drone is in fact broken for good. The drone that I have is the Mavic Air. It is small and it shoots 4K. That's the perfect kind of drone. It's puny, doesn't take up a lot of space like that Phantom. This thing's pretty wet. But my first order of business is swap out the broken propeller. The back left one broke. It's a pretty simple fix. And the cool part was with the package that I got with my drone is they gave me 8 extra propellers. And for a while I was wondering when the day was gonna come that I was actually gonna have to switch out the prop due to a crash. Well, today's that day. Push down, twist off. Simple as that. And then put one back on, push down and twist. So, propeller's changed. Alright, so I got 4 Q-tips. I'm just gonna wipe out the inside where the snow was packed in. I wiped off most I could. There's still a little bit packed in there. Not snow, but just a little bit of moisture. I really don't... Let's see if it turns on. It turns on. I think I'm gonna go inside and try and fly it. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. It works! Ah! Alright, so the drone works. I don't know if there's going to be any long-term damage from the moisture in there. So far it seems pretty good. Durability check. I give it a 10 out of 10 so far. I mean, the crash that it endured was a pretty catastrophic crash. I hit that tree and it just went BAM! And it flew left and straight down and landed in the snow, and it was like fidgeting, and I thought I killed it, but I am really surprised that swapping the wing out, drying it up, that there's no damage to the gimbal or the leg or the motor for the wing. I've heard that these Mavic Airs are super durable. I learned firsthand today how durable they are.
quite the eventful day we had today. I wasn't even out there for very long. That park was called Silver Creek Park. That's located here in Manitowoc. And that was the first time I've ever crashed my drone. That was insane. It was violent and it was scary. I mean, look at the propeller, it got messed up. So I'm gonna keep this thing. This is like a souvenir. This is like a rite of passage. But it was a quick fix. So I'm happy that Mavic is durable like that. That was cool. So I was asked recently, what is like my daily routine since I've gotten back from Asia? It's pretty basic. In the mornings, I wake up and I read. I have been reading so much. Aldous Huxley, Marcia Sinitar, the Influence book I've been reading lately, that's been really cool. I got a couple books that I ordered accidentally, sent them to Florida where I was living before I left for Asia. So I'll have to wait to read those. So I'll actually be back in Florida in 3 weeks, and then I'll work there for a month like I mentioned, save up a little extra cash, and then hit the road. So I'm only a couple weeks, about a month out from leaving, you know, getting back out on the road. I plan to maybe stop at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. I mean, if you guys watch the channel, you know I love rock and roll. So I want to see that. It's a good opportunity. So yeah, I get up and I read, and then I go to work at the family business for about 10 hours, sometimes more. Then after that, go straight to the gym. My mom, that lovely lady, she got me a membership at the local wellness center. And I've been going there pretty much 5 days a week for the past 3 weeks and taking like classes and stuff. And because I got to get rid of this belly. I got a belly since I visited Asia. I was there eating so much food, so much good food, and drinking, and I wasn't working out, and I grew a little belly. I'm a skinny guy, but I got a little belly. I'm not ashamed to tell you. So I've actually burnt away some of it, and I've seen some progress, so I'm happy with that. Running a lot lately, doing this Tabata stuff, which is really cool. So yeah, my health's getting back on track. That's good. I got about 3 weeks here left, like I said, so that's another 15 plus workouts before I gotta figure out a new workout pattern in Florida. I'd love some suggestions if you got them. I'm curious how I'm gonna work out and stuff when I'm on the road this summer. I was thinking maybe like a TRX, one of those those strap things, you know, you hook up to stuff. But yeah, if you got any suggestions with that, let me know. But then yeah, when I get back home, I usually read some more and get to bed about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and wake up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock the next day and do it all again. The Patreon page. I mentioned it a few vlogs back, and I haven't talked about it since then. I have been working on it, and I've been uploading content to it. I have about 6 posts on there, I believe, and I plan to do about 3 to 4 posts a month on there as well. There's a little more communication between us. All questions are answered. I get a little more open about some of the subjects that I don't talk about on YouTube. So I'm a little more open on there. I'm a little more comfortable with it. So on there, I'm going to do a little more behind the scenes stuff, like how I build my videos, how I'm building my vehicle into a camper, how I'm deciding where I'm gonna stay when I'm camping this summer, you know, and some of the ins and outs, a little more intricate items of traveling in Asia that I picked up on. Stuff that I just don't really talk about on YouTube because it's not so attention grabbing, but it's more informative. And if you want to take a step into learning more about your traveling, that's where I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be just more basic videos like this, but they're gonna have a lot more knowledge-based content. So that's cool, I'm excited. That's live as we speak. If you wanna check that out, links in the description. So Patreon's live. My drone's okay, propeller's broke. Remember, peace, love, long live rock and roll. My name is Mason Bruner. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment, tell me a funny joke. That would be really cool if we could start telling jokes to each other. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Sending it. Just gonna send it. I don't get out much.